In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 21st, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. New Orleans Pelicans versus Orlando Magic. On Thursday, the New Orleans Pelicans are slated for an away game against the Orlando Magic. Recent performances show the Pelicans entering the match with momentum, having secured a convincing 104-91 victory over the Brooklyn Nets. Meanwhile, the Magic are also riding high after their impressive 112-92 win against the Charlotte Hornets. The New Orleans Pelicans have been showcasing a remarkable run of form lately, triumphing in 7 of their last 8 games. Eager to extend their winning streak to 4, they put on a dominant display against the Nets, emerging victorious with a comfortable margin. Spearheaded by Zion Williamson's stellar performance, where he amassed 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, the Pelicans demonstrated their offensive prowess. Complemented by CJ McCollum's 16 points and Larry Nance Jr.'s impactful contribution off the bench, the team showcased a balanced attack. Their efficient shooting, coupled with a formidable defensive effort, allowed them to establish an early lead and maintain control throughout the game. In contrast, the Orlando Magic have also been in exceptional form, clinching victory in 9 of their last 11 outings. Seeking their 5th consecutive win, they showcased their dominance against the Hornets, securing a commanding victory. Led by Cole Anthony's dynamic performance off the bench, where he racked up 21 points, the Magic displayed offensive efficiency, supported by Jalen Suggs and Paolo Banchero, who contributed significantly to the team's scoring efforts. The Magic exhibited a cohesive performance. With a strong shooting percentage and a commanding lead established early in the game, they demonstrated their ability to control proceedings comfortably. As the matchup approaches, the New Orleans Pelicans may face challenges with Matt Ryan listed as questionable, potentially impacting their roster depth. Conversely, the Orlando Magic are poised to field a full-strength lineup. While the Magic boast a formidable home record, the Pelicans are expected to provide stiff competition. New Orleans possesses the defensive prowess to match Orlando's intensity, with the added advantage of multiple offensive threats within their roster. The Pelicans excel in restricting opponents' access to the paint, a facet of their game that could pose difficulties for the Magic, who often rely on perimeter shooting. Additionally, New Orleans' ability to control the boards and force turnovers presents a significant advantage over their opponents. Consequently, the New Orleans Pelicans to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams typically adopt a deliberate pace, resulting in a slower-paced game on Thursday. With top 10 defenses in terms of points allowed and defensive rating, a defensive battle is anticipated. New Orleans' tendency to concede 3-point attempts contrasts with the Magic's struggles in 3-point shooting, potentially favoring the Pelicans defensively. Despite Orlando's strong defensive performances at home, the under 210.5 points appears to be a favorable betting option, considering both teams' defensive prowess and the expected slow tempo of the game. Anticipated as a low-scoring affair characterized by intense defensive battles, the total points scored in the game are expected to fall below the projected total. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Sacramento Kings versus Washington Wizards. In the NBA, a cross-country clash is scheduled for Thursday as the Sacramento Kings, currently standing at 39 wins and 28 losses, ranking 6th in the Western Conference, embark on a journey to confront the Washington Wizards, who hold a record of 11 wins and 58 losses, positioned at 15th in the Eastern Conference. Adding to the intrigue, Sacramento approaches this matchup on the heels of a back-to-back, having contested a game in Toronto the night prior. Meanwhile, the Wizards come off a disappointing home defeat against the Rockets, succumbing 137-114 while failing to meet expectations as 10.5-point underdogs. Notably, this encounter marks the second and final meeting between these two teams for the season, with the Kings claiming victory by a margin of 12 points in their previous encounter back in December. Displaying commendable form, the Sacramento Kings have enjoyed success in 6 of their last 8 outings, aiming for a third consecutive triumph subsequent to a convincing 112 23-89 road conquest over the Raptors on the preceding night, spearheaded by De'Aaron Fox's 20-point contribution coupled with 5 assists, supported by Malik Monk's 17-point contribution off the bench, and complemented by Harrison Barnes' 16 points on efficient shooting. The Kings showcased their offensive prowess. Collectively, they maintained a 51% field goal accuracy, including a 1-2 of 4-0 mark from beyond the arc, establishing dominance from the onset by amassing 36 points in the second quarter, consequently securing a commanding 23-point halftime lead, which they extended to a formidable 38-point advantage at the peak of their performance. Following this encounter, the Kings are slated to face the Magic in their subsequent matchup. Contrarily, the Washington Wizards have endured a dismal stretch, suffering defeats in 21 of their last 23 contests, as they strive to halt a 5-game losing streak subsequent to a lopsided 137-114 loss against the Rockets. Despite commendable efforts from Corey Kispert, Julian Champagny, and Jules Bernard, each tallying 16 points alongside Jordan Poole's 13-point contribution, the Wizards faltered, shooting a mere 42% from the field and 15 of 39 from long range. Despite a competitive first half, the Wizards succumbed to a decisive 41-25 third-quarter surge by the Rockets, culminating in yet another resounding defeat. As the Kings confront the Wizards, they continue to grapple with roster limitations, with Kevin Huerter and Trey Lyles sidelined. Similarly, the Wizards find themselves without key players such as Tyus Jones, Marvin Bagley, and Landry Shamet. Despite the challenging nature of back-to-back fixtures, the Kings are poised to navigate this stretch with relative ease. Their upcoming opponents, the Raptors, will be without Barnes, Barrett, or Quickly, preceding their clash with the Wizards, who themselves may contend without key contributors like Kuzma and Abdija, potentially relying heavily on Jordan Poole and supplementary role players. Notably, the defensive matchups favor Sacramento, with concerns regarding Johnny Davis' ability to contain Fox and Richaun Holmes' vulnerability against Sabonis. While the Wizards have been eliminated from postseason contention, the Kings harbor aspirations of avoiding the grueling play-in tournament, given the fierce competition within the Western Conference. Moreover, the Wizards' struggles extend beyond on-court performance, permeating into their inability to cover the spread in recent weeks, boasting a lackluster 2-8 record against the spread in their last 10 games, coupled with a failure to cover in their previous 5 outings. In contrast, the Kings have displayed proficiency in covering spreads, succeeding in 5 of their last 6 road encounters. Consequently, the Wizards' current form and betting trends offer little encouragement for prospective wagers, characterized by a disheartening sequence of defeats and a notable absence of betting value. Reflecting on their prior encounter in December, where the Kings exhibited offensive dominance, scoring 143 points on a 53% shooting clip, the Wizards find themselves mired in a countdown to the offseason amidst a tumultuous campaign. Conversely, the Kings are motivated by the imperative to secure victories against lower-ranked adversaries, cognizant of the challenges posed by the impending play-in tournament and the formidable competition therein. Approaching this matchup, the Kings stand as the form team, buoyed by a commanding performance against the Raptors. In contrast, the Wizards' struggles persist amidst a 5-game losing streak, underscoring their status as one of the league's bottom-tier teams. While the Kings contend with the rigors of playing on 0 days rest, they benefited from resting their starters early in their previous outing, potentially mitigating fatigue concerns. With an offensive arsenal capable of overwhelming inferior opponents, the Kings are positioned to exploit vulnerabilities in the Wizards' defense, so the Sacramento Kings to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. In considering the stylistic dynamics of this matchup, both teams prioritize an up-tempo pace of play with defensive frailties evident throughout the season. Consequently, expectations are high for a high-scoring affair, particularly with the Wizards leading the league in possessions per game. Anticipating an offensive showcase, aligning with the team's offensive emphasis and defensive deficiencies, over the projected total is our full-game total pick. Chicago Bulls versus Houston Rockets. The Chicago Bulls find themselves in a satisfactory position lately, having clinched victory in 6 out of their last 9 games overall. Their pursuit for a third consecutive triumph intensifies following a narrow 110-107 home win against the Trail Blazers on Monday, spearheaded by DeMar DeRozan, who showcased his prowess with 28 points and 6 assists, shooting an impressive 10 of 17 from the field. The Bulls exhibited resilience. Ayo Dosunmu contributed significantly with 23 points and 10 assists, while Nikola Vucevic made his presence felt with 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 steals. Despite a fourth-quarter scare where they surrendered a 16-point lead, the Bulls maintained their composure, culminating in an 8-2 run in the final 2:28 to secure the narrow victory at home. On the other end of the spectrum, the Houston Rockets are ablaze with success, boasting victories in 8 of their last 9 games overall. Their current 6-game win streak sets the stage for further triumph as they obliterated the lowly Wizards in a commanding 137-114 road victory on Tuesday. Jalen Green emerged as a force to be reckoned with, amassing an impressive 42 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists, while All-Star Thompson and Jabari Smith Jr. made substantial contributions. Despite facing initial struggles, the Rockets surged ahead, particularly in the third quarter, to secure a convincing win. However, Aaron Holiday and Dillon Brooks faced challenges, which the Rockets aim to address in their upcoming clash against the Jazz. The Bulls might find themselves understaffed yet again, with uncertainties looming over the availability of Kobe White and Alex Caruso. Conversely, the Rockets continue to miss the services of Alperen Sengun and Cam Whitmore. Despite these setbacks, the Rockets' recent stellar performance, winning 6 consecutive games and 8 of their last 9, underscores their resilience. The absence of Alperen Sengun posed a significant challenge initially, but Jalen Green has risen admirably to the occasion, delivering stellar performances in recent outings. Houston's momentum, coupled with home court advantage, augurs well for their prospects against the Bulls. With a formidable offensive display led by Green and cohesive team involvement, the Rockets are poised for success. Conversely, Chicago's defense may struggle, particularly if key defensive assets like White and Caruso are sidelined or hampered by injuries. The Rockets' defensive prowess, both inside and on the perimeter, presents a formidable challenge for the Bulls to overcome. Anticipate a relentless offensive onslaught from the Rockets, with Green spearheading their charge while involving the entire team. Conversely, Chicago may face frustrations against Houston's staunch defensive setup. The Bulls' inconsistent performances throughout the season further complicate predictions. However, the Rockets' impressive winning streak, coupled with their profitable track record against the spread, makes them formidable opponents. Thus, the Houston Rockets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. Furthermore, the Rockets' offensive juggernaut, evident in their recent high-scoring games, bodes well for the over-bettors. Their increased pace of play and ability to draw fouls offer additional scoring opportunities. Conversely, Chicago's defensive vulnerabilities, exacerbated by potential absences, may lead to a high-scoring affair. Despite the Bulls' resilience, particularly in recent outings, they face an uphill battle against the Rockets' offensive prowess. Over the projected total is our full-game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.